Hey, what's up, everybody? This is John Raymond coming to you from my workshop space at home here in Bloomington, Indiana. And today we're going to demystify modes. So many people, when they think about modes, get so twisted up and turned around because they're thinking about playing this scale starting on this note and it's this scale degree, and pretty quickly you're totally jumbled up, twisted up. You can't figure it out. You're thinking way too much, and you're out of the sound of what's going on, right? Those things and those tricks can be helpful, for sure, but I want to propose a different way to work on it and think about it that I think can be really helpful. It's very simple. All you need to do to work on modes is practice all of the modes that you're going to work on starting on the same note, right? As opposed to practicing the same scale starting on many different notes. That's where it gets really confusing. But if you start from the same note, that's going to allow you to understand what notes are different from mode to mode, right? What scale degrees change from mode to mode. And most importantly, it's going to help you hear what those sound like, how they sound different from each other. You can really A-B compare between different modes when you do them that way, starting on the same note, rather than starting on a bunch of different notes. So, for example, let's take concert C, and we're going to start on our Ionian major mode, right? Just play that first. Okay, so that's our Ionian mode, major scale, right? Now let's do the Dorian mode, starting on that same note, concert C, right? So this forces you to know what notes are going to make this mode different than Ionian, right? We know that it's flat 3, flat 7. That's what makes up Dorian. So you practice your Dorian mode starting on concert C, like this. Okay, so let's go to Phrygian mode next. So Phrygian mode, we got flat 2, flat 3, flat 6, flat 7, right? Again, start on concert C. And the more we do these, as I said earlier, you're going to see and hear the difference between one mode and the other. That's going to help make them more clearly delineated from each other, right? So here's C Phrygian. You're starting to catch on? It's pretty simple. You do all your major modes starting from the same note, and all of a sudden you can really hear and understand the difference between each of these modes, right? You can do the same thing with melodic minor modes, right? So let's take C melodic minor and play that. All we need to know about melodic minor is it's got a flat third. Everything else is the same compared to a major scale, right? So here's C melodic minor. Okay, so now let's jump to a different melodic minor mode. Let's do Lydian augmented, okay? So rather than think about what note to start on with the C melodic minor scale, again, we figure out what notes are different compared to this melodic minor mode that's kind of our home base, right? So Lydian augmented, we know that instead of a flat third, we have a major third. We've also got a sharp 4 and a sharp 5. Right? So we play that C Lydian augmented scale like this. You get the idea? As you can see, you play one mode to the next starting on the same note, and you start to really hear and feel the differences between each mode, and you're not getting jumbled up in your head thinking about what note to start on in this scale. We got none of that, right? Makes it a lot easier. So what I've done here is I've made a PDF that you can download with this video where you can have all of the major modes and melodic minor modes starting on the same note. So what you can do is take one key per day and practice all of these major and or melodic minor modes in that one key. And pretty soon, doing this day after day and week after week, it's not going to take you very long to really internalize all these modes, how they sound, what makes them different from each other, right? Pretty simple, but I think it can really demystify how we think about modes so that this becomes a lot easier for us. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for checking it out. Pass it on, spread it to friends. If you think it's helpful for you, I'm sure it's going to be helpful for them, because a lot of people get twisted up and turned around when they think about modes. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll see you again soon.